Hey, so we're back here with Tim from Singer at their new and improved facility. We're very excited to be here. And Tim, you head up the interior department. Is that's what you do?
Yeah, that's correct. I manage our interiors department, where we pretty much build everything that goes inside of the car. Anything that has leather on it, that's what we make.
Having driven the Singer from the Audrain collections, the best part is when you get in the car and you feel the steering wheel and you sit down in the seat and you really take in all of the surfaces and how tactile everything is. And I think that's at least the best part of the experience for me, besides driving the car, of course.
It's definitely the best smelling part of the car, that's for sure.
It is. So let's go check it out.
Okay.
So this is the start of it?
So our shop is generally laid out in a way where work flows from this side of the shop over to that side of the shop. The first step in the process for creating a Singer interior is actually picking out what colors and what color palette, what sort of style and material the client wants to go with. This area we have set up as sort of a meeting ground for our clients, where they can come in, they can look at all the color samples of leather, hold them up next to the color or the paint samples and decide what's going to look good. On the wall we actually have, just from one of our suppliers, all the colors that are available. There's, I think, over 500 colors just from that one supplier that they can choose from.
Wow.
From those colors, there's a main leather that we use in the car, and then also one of the Singer staples is the woven leather that we use in the seat inserts.
Yep.
And that woven leather can be made up of as many as 9 individual colors in any pattern or look that the client wants to go with.
That's insane.
So the options are really pretty limitless when it comes to interiors.
So if a customer comes and they want to do something like totally crazy, but I know sometimes with other restorers, they will kind of guide the client to a certain way. Are you allowed to kind of guide the client, or is it totally up to them?
Yeah, so the options are limitless, but at the same time, Singer does hold very close their design language and the image that we want to put out in the world.
Yeah.
So most of the standard options, are approved by our design team. Anything that goes above and beyond, again, that stuff gets reviewed by our client relations and our design team to make sure that it's holds true to what Singer wants to put out.
Absolutely. What's the next step?
So once all of the options have been chosen for the car, we'll place orders for all the materials. They can have quite a lengthy lead time depending on how out there of a color it is. Once the material does come in, however, the first stop in the interiors department is cutting. So these 3 tables you see set up here are basically for cutting all of the material we use in the car.
Wow. We've
got laid out right now, the team is working on cutting some door panels, a dash strip and a firewall out of this weave.
Wow.
These are just, some of the cars that we have in progress right now.
That's incredible. We
have templates for all the different parts of the car, so as we start a new build, we'll always look at the spec sheet and review the options and make sure that we're cutting the correct pieces.
Do you have the client come and check on the progress of the build, or is it more of wait till you get the car kind of situation? Yeah,
I mean, we have clients who are all over the board. Some of them, they like to come in and check in, every couple of weeks and see how the progress is going.
Yeah.
We've got some who want to wait until the very end to see what their car looks like completely finished. On the more interested end of the spectrum, some clients come in and they actually look at the material once it's arrived, and they say, I really want this part of the weave to be in the middle of the door panel, or they really want this stripe to be prominent in the car, and they'll actually choose where on the leather that they want us to cut the panels from.
That's incredible. So when all the cutouts are made, where does the rest of the material go? Is it used in other parts of the car?
Yeah, so we do order a little bit extra material for each car, because it's not that uncommon for a client to come back maybe a couple years later and say, hey, I really like the seats that I chose, but now I want to try a different type of seat.
Cool.
So we hold on to that extra material in case they want to have a new option built in the future.
That's incredible. That's crazy. I don't think you get that with any other company. That's awesome.
No, we actually have a separate department that's just catered toward taking care of our clients after the vehicle has been delivered.
Wow.
So pretty much, you know, anything they want, we'll make it happen.
That's very cool. That's incredible.
So as we move down this way, you can see a couple of the other cutting operations that we're working on right now. Christina is working on cutting a headliner for a car. So, you know, if you were to buy a new car, you may have 1 or 2 options for the color of your headliner. With a Singer, you can choose any material, any color you want.
Wow.
So this particular car is going to have a brown Alcantara headliner, which is going to be really special.
It's amazing. Thank you for showing us that.
Sure. At the last table down here, this is Javier. He's cutting leather for one of the current builds we have at the moment. This is the main leather for the car, so all of the plain bolsters and those parts of the car will be in a bright orange like this.
Wow. So where do you source the leather from?
All of our leather comes from Italy. Funny enough, a lot of the best leather in the world comes from Italy because the cows in Italy are happier and they live more, you know, plush lives.
Yeah.
In the US, you can get leather from the US and a lot of times it'll have scars and bug bites just because of the conditions that the cows are in.
That makes me happy. I was actually born in Italy, so that it's good for the Italians to hear that.
Most of the leather we use it's a natural product. So if you look closely over here, you can actually see some scars, some bug bites, maybe stretch marks. You can see those natural parts of the hide. We avoid those wherever possible, but our clients also understand that it's a natural leather. And some of that stuff will make its way into the car.
Wow, that's incredible.
So after all the leather has been cut for the car, again, according to the specification that the customer has chosen, the material moves its way over to our sewing department here.
Wow.
We've got one full-time sewing machinist, Leticia. She's working on some headrests at the moment. As you can see, we have different types of sewing machines for different operations, whether we are sewing a headliner or doing a double stitch for some binding. We'll use a different machine for those operations.
It's incredible. Hello. Wow. The work seats are even. It's awesome.
Even the seats that we use in the shop are Singer branded. So after sewing, we move over to our trimming section of the department. So this is where all of our sub-assemblies get built. We build everything from seats that are specific Singer designs. We've got a carbon fiber bucket on this seat that's proprietary to Singer. Again, all the foam is molded to our specifications for shape and hardness.
Can the customer pick a different size seat? Is it?
Sure, yeah. We have clients who come in and they want to be fitted to their seat, so they'll come and try out seats. We'll maybe remove some foam or add foam in an area to make sure that it fits them perfectly.
I think with our Singer in the collection, I believe it actually came with 2 sets of seats, and then we actually took those seats and the larger seats and put them in another car that we have in the collection. So we were able to kind of use both of them in different ways. And I even noticed here that the roll bar has the stitching on the inside, which I didn't even notice until I kind of saw it from behind. That's incredible.
Yeah, this is some of the more highly skilled and detailed work that we do in the shop. We have a range of work that we do here. Some of it is a little bit entry level, and some of it is very, very, very high expertise. Yeah,
this looks very complicated.
So you can see the stitch that runs all the way along here it's one piece of thread. So if you
can't make a mistake.
If you're halfway through the day and you make a mistake and accidentally break the thread, you're starting all over.
Wow. So the people or the person that does that is obviously a very highly skilled individual with a ton of experience to create something as beautiful as that. Yeah,
we've got a really wide range of skill levels and expertise here in the department. We've got people who have been doing this for 25 or 30 plus years, and this has been their life's work to really perfect this craft.
And a little bit about your background. You graduated from McPherson, so did you, with your education, were you more towards the interior side of things, or
I explored a lot of interests while I was at McPherson, and I really latched onto interiors. There's something about the craft and the creativity that I really enjoy, and it's definitely become a passion.
Yeah. Well, I think it's incredibly interesting that a person as young as yourself is doing such great work like this. I mean, I'm blown away by all of the work in here.
Thanks. The team that we have here at Singer is fantastic. The group of individuals that are on this team really make Singer great.
Yeah.
It's a great place to work, and you know, they bring so much experience and life to the team.
It's amazing.
This is one of the special wishes that we're working on right now. The client is very fond of their dog. I don't remember what kind of dog it is, but they actually wanted a custom dog seat that's upholstered in the same leather from the car.
Yeah, pointed straight down.
Wow.
So the car is going to have a very nice dog seat in the passenger seat with the dog's name embroidered on the back and all that.
That's so cool. That is incredible. And then is this the final seat assembly over here?
Yeah.
So this is different than the bucket. This is more of a sport seat.
Right. So we've got 3 different main seat options that clients can choose from. We've got the track seat that you saw up front, which is a one-piece carbon fiber bucket seat that's meant more for sport driving, track driving, that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Then we've also got a touring and sport seat option, which is more of a traditional, touring type seat with adjustments and all that kind of stuff.
How many customers are ordering this seat over the more bucket seat, which is, I feel like, is the more traditional thing that you guys have done?
The track seat is definitely more of the Singer, mainstay.
Staple, yeah.
I would say it's about half and half. Though.
Okay.
About half of the cars, they want to use it more as a daily driver, and the other half of the customers want to do some more spirited driving.
Is this heated as well?
No, these are not.
Okay, it's just electric. Wow. So are you mainly working with Recaro, or are there other brands that you work with?
So the seat frame itself, the actual structure inside is a Recaro seat frame.
Very cool. And what's going on over here?
So this is what the type of work that really differentiates Singer from a lot of other car restorers or builders and that sort of thing, is the attention to detail that we give. So even though all the parts that we have made for Singer are to our design specifications, we still go that extra mile to make sure that they all fit right. There's a lot of fitment and adjustment that goes on to make sure that when this fiberglass piece is installed on the seat, we're not going to have any gaps or anything like that when it's finished.
Wow.
So you can see how these parts are all fitted together to make sure that the end product is nothing short of perfect.
Wow. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
This is sort of our material inventory area of the shop. These are all the leathers for the cars we have in progress at the moment. So there's a wide range of colors.
Yeah.
Because the interiors of Singer are really pretty tailored car to car. We keep a lot of extra material on hand just to do special touches and development projects, and it's not everything off the shelf. Every car is a little bit different and requires some tailoring.
Yeah, it's incredible. I can't get over how much material is actually used to create the interior of the car.
Yeah, there's somewhere between 5 and 10 hides of leather in each car.
Wow.
So it's quite a bit of leather.
Yeah, well that's the biggest thing, and you mentioned the smell earlier. When you get in, it just smells so good. That's one of the best parts of the car for me. Well, thank you so much for showing us this, and if you like content like this, remember to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Hit the notification bell. We're going to be doing an interview and a podcast, so we're very excited about that, so stay tuned for that episode.